What's up, guys? Spectacular Scarlet Spider 118 here, and today I'm here with another costume review from printcostume.com. So today I'm reviewing my Party City Spider-Man remastered costume, and I'll get into a little bit about what this is and why I'm doing it real quick. You guys might have noticed a trend of things I've been doing, costumes I've been doing the past couple of years. I've done anniversary suits. So I did 10 years of cosplay, which was my Spidey for Fun Scarlet Spider Ben Riley inspired suit. I've done 10 years of my homemade Kane suit, which was another Spidey for Fun Kane suit. And then this year, in honor of 10 years of my YouTube channel, I decided to go back to the very start of my career and revisit the old Party City Spider-Man suit, which was my first ever spandex Spider-Man costume that I got way back when. So I had, my good old buddy Alex, the longest cosplays, make a pattern. Sorry, I'm also going to be sniffling. My allergies have been acting up today, so I apologize in advance for that. But I had Alex actually take my very original, this is the Spider-Man Party City suit, my first one that I used to wear in videos 10 years ago. I gave this to him, I loaned it to him so that he could make a pattern based off of it. And he did. Obviously, I have the version that I got, but it's a little different than this one. There's differences between the two of them, which I will get into a little bit here, but I'm also planning on making another video, a costume comparison video, where I look at the intricate differences between the two. So he actually did a really good replica, but because I didn't want to be, this suit has its flaws in terms of the way it's laid out, so I didn't want to fully adapt it, I guess you could say. So I had Alex modernize it. It's the same layout for the most part, but there's differences in the webs. There's differences, no, it's mostly just the webs. The spider, the front and back logo are different on them, so there's differences, but it's still the same layout, and it's still honoring that first costume. So this first costume that I got, it's not on color fabric, but, from Party City, but it's sewn, I guess, in a way that it looks that way. I mean, I've never really seen a dye subsuit. You can look at this one that looks as rich in color as this one did. So I knew print costume couldn't do anything like that, so I just got this new one on color fabric, which I haven't, I had a kick. Sorry if you hear cars or whatever. I had a kick for a couple years there. I was kind of known as the color fabric guy, but then I kind of stepped away from that a little bit and just started getting dye subs again. But I do think it looks beautiful. I'll open this window up a little bit. It helps show some true colors on it. It looks amazing color-wise. I mean, I think it matches pretty well up to the original. They look pretty similar. But some of the differences that come in here are the logo, as you can see, is a little bit more angular, a little bit more menacing as compared to this one. And that's the big difference. Like I said, I'm going to be making an actual video comparing the two of these just to get into it a little bit more. But I mean, the fabrics are great. I think I finally got my measurements to a good point with print costume to where I can get suits that aren't like super baggy, so it fits pretty well. A costume like this will run you probably about 130, 140, maybe up to 160. They've changed their prices with shipping, tariffs now being a big thing in the old big year 2025. That's unfortunate, but I think their tariffs are an extra like $20, so it's not like the end of the world, but it's still just a little annoying because it's like, okay, you're already paying like $20 shipping, and it does suck, but it is what it is. But it's not too bad. If you use code SCARLET118, it'll knock 15% off your order, and it'll help me fund videos like this where I can give you guys reviews. So I know I haven't done a review in a hot minute, but I'm hoping to get back to that. Anyway, the stitching is really intricate, and on color fabric suits, if you're doing like printed logos, sometimes they might fade because it's on that black fabric, but I'm not really noticing that with this too much. I think on smaller logos, it does a decent job at staying pretty true to its colors. Now for the back, I actually got a top stitched emblem, and if you don't know what top stitching is, it's where they will take, let's say I'm doing this in color fabric, so the blue fabric, if the red spider was printed on that fabric, it would come out completely black and muddied. It wouldn't look good. So if you ask Print Costume to do top stitching, they will literally take red fabric, as you can see, and they will sew it onto the costume itself. So I think it looks really great. It adds that depth with the color fabrics. I also got wrist zippers. As always, I think wrist zippers are a must. I'm not really huge on detachable gloves or detachable boots. I've tried it before. It's not my thing, but a wrist zipper, legitimately, just you zip it down, and you can, if your hand's in there, you can take it out, use your phone, eat, or whatever. I will say something I noticed with this suit when I put it on the other day, and this isn't something that I have on a lot of their suits. Maybe it's because it hasn't been worn that much, but I've noticed, I don't know if they changed their zippers or, but their zipper, at least on this, is a little stiff to me. I don't know, that might just be me, but I had a hard time, like, it felt like it was getting stuck, and I knew it wasn't like loose fabric because it should be a new suit, but anyway, that could just be me. I'm rambling. Kung Fu shoes, I think, are a must as well, unless you're putting your own shoes in there, but literally just built-in shoes that you can just slide your foot into. They're better than soles. Soles will kind of rip and tear on you and come off. I also now kind of live in the countryside, so I've been noticing there's like a bird or a bug outside that's been like chirping. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's one of those things where it's like I'm trying to adapt with you guys. I'm still trying to make content. I'm trying to get back on the channel, but there's gonna be things that go wrong. I mean, I'm surprised my cats haven't come over here and jumped on me yet. So anyway, that's pretty much the base suit itself. Let's take a look at the face shell, which I got from Basement Cosplays on Instagram. He is a great, great guy, and he offers a lot of shells. He actually makes the shell files themselves. So he excuse me, he 3D modeled this and 3D printed it and processed it himself. Sorry for the little pause there. I had a little run-in with my allergies again. I don't know why. It's whenever I record something, everything goes wrong. I've been feeling fine all day, and the second, maybe it's dust, the second I put this mask on, boof, sneezing and running nose, and so sorry guys. But Basement Cosplays did a great job on this. I will say, and I talked to him about this a little bit, you might be able to notice, I got a glossy finish on the frames, and it kind of came out a little bit like rough, and I think it's because of shipping. There was plastic wrapped on it, which isn't entirely his fault, but I think in an extreme weather or heat or whatever, in a truck, a mail truck, or shipping wise, it kind of damaged and distorted the glossy finish. It's not super noticeable. You can't really tell. I don't really care that much. Like from a distance from back here, if I'm wearing this, you're not going to be able to really tell. But it does suck a little bit. But that's not Basement's fault. He's a great guy. Very good at communication. That's what I told him too. I've had a run-in with a lot of shell makers and sellers that I've bought from over the past couple of years, and one of them I never got my shell from. He was awful. I don't remember his Spider-Man. Do not buy from Spider-Man. I don't care that I'm calling him out at this point. He never got me my shell. He never gave me my money back. I just would not associate with him in the slightest. So just don't do that. But sorry to call you out, but the truth is the truth. I never got my shell or my money. But Basement is not like that. Basement is amazing. He actually, he did a comic book, like white lenses, with like a plastic film over them, so they gleam and reflect in the light, which is super sick. So I think this shell ran me about $150, which in some places you can see that that's about an average price. Some people do it on the lower end, and you might get a lower quality product, but I think $150 for a shell, especially this quality, is about a great price, and I would definitely get a shell from Basement again. I think I'm actually planning on doing that too, so you'll see that in the future. But yeah, I definitely recommend Basement. I went with a Mark Bagley look, Ultimate Spider-Man, because I really liked his shell file for that, and I trying to pay tribute to the old Party City suit, which was based off the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, which in turn was based off the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. So Bagley it was. Although I did, the intention for me with this suit wasn't just for an anniversary suit, but it was also to be a Universal Spider-Man suit. Not the Universal Studios Spider-Man suit, but a suit that I can get multiple shells for or use my old shells with and just test things out and try them out. you know, why not? You know, I just think that that's a cool thing to do. I've seen other cosplayers do that sort of thing, and I'm really hoping to. I had a second mask with it that I was gonna get. I'm not gonna say what lenses, but I was gonna get a certain type of lenses and glue them onto the secondary mask I got. So, but with that being said, that's most of the features on the suit I've lined out. So I'm gonna go try the costume on for you guys, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, here it is. Here's the new suit. So yeah, I mean, I'm in love with it. It is a classic Spider-Man suit. I mean, what more can you want from it? But it is, you know, I think it does pay a lot of respect to this original Party City costume. You know, it might not be, you know, the exact same thing in a lot of areas, but I think it's you know, it's a good enough replica. And I mean, again, look at the lenses. Just, I think Basement knocked it out of the park. I'm very happy. I'm very glad to have something to honor it. And so again, with the zippers, uh, I usually take them off like this, but I noticed they're like getting caught on something, and it's not just this zipper. You know, it's all of them. I also did get a U-shaped zipper for this suit. I forgot to mention, because with the top stitch spider, you have to get a U-shaped zipper. A straight up and down vertical zipper won't work because it'll intersect this the spider and the sewing work that they have to do to top stitch it. But I don't know. I hate U-shaped zippers. That's just me. It's my personal preference is the vertical zippers. But turnaround time for a costume like this, I forgot to mention as well. Would I don't know. It's getting difficult these times with the tariffs and all that. I've noticed that it's taking them a little bit longer to make costumes. Back in the day, it literally used to be like 2 weeks and you get your suit. Now I think it's getting closer to a month, if not a little bit more, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I guess with more and more people going to print costume and buying costumes, it's going to be more difficult to turn them out. And of course, tariffs are taking a lot longer. Processing through other countries and across the borders and stuff like that is going to be more difficult for them. But regardless, you know, I'm very happy, very pleased with this costume. It fits like a glove, like I said. I'll show you the back. It's always awkward showing you guys the back of these suits, but you know, there we go. Back spider. So yeah, that's the costume. And go to Basement Cosplays, get a shell. I recommend him. He is Spectacular Scarlet Spider 118 approved. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Use code SCARLET118 at printcostume.com for 15% off your order. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at Spectacular Scarlet Spider to see more of my cosplay escapades. That would definitely be a great help to me. So without further ado, I will see you guys on the next one. Spectacular Scarlet Spider 118 out. See you guys.